Hello, welcome. We are going to do something a little different today. So it's like a nervous system reset, just slow, easy, mindful breathing, postures, really passive, think yin. We might do a little bit of myofascial release if you have balls for that, lacrosse balls. This one is full of hair, I'm realizing. I just have some tennis balls. If you have a towel, grab that. If you have like a pillow or a bolster or a strap, any of these can be helpful. We can add them into our practice, or you can do most of it without. The first thing we're going to do is the myofascial release. So if you have any sort of ball, we're going to bring these down. We're going to put them about an inch underneath our lowest rib. So you won't see them on me here, but you're going to find your lowest rib, put them just an inch or two underneath that, and then the balls are just a couple inches apart. So hopefully my microphone's exposed here. Good. And then see, maybe you support yourself on your forearms, kind of like a sphinx pose. You might be able to start to push a little bit more weight into those balls. Make sure they're underneath your ribs, okay? We can't get rid of any tension in the bones. So off the bone there into the soft tissues. And when you breathe in, you sort of feel yourself pushing the balls away, and then you breathe out and you soften into them. Now, some of us might like to come down onto our belly for that. Just supporting however much weight you need to with the arms, with the hands. And keep breathing there. If the skin feels taut, you might just have to start to walk the balls down a little bit. You might be getting too high there. Good, slow, easy breath in. Exhale, soften in, melt around and into those balls. Okay, let's take 3 more breaths there. It's just a nice practice. Bring some relaxation, some ease to the muscles of the diaphragm there, the most powerful and efficient respiratory muscle. Good. Slowly start to support yourself again there. Come on back up onto your hands. You can just slide those balls out. We're all done with those. And just make your way onto your back from there. So just flip around. Start with your feet wide and then your knees tented in. Maybe bring your hands to your belly. And take a big breath into the belly and out. And maybe see if there's a little bit more freedom, space to breathe deeply. Good, another space into that freedom there through the center. Empty it out. Good, so slowly make your way up through and around to a seat. And take a variation of child's pose here. So if you have a bolster, that can be nice. Or maybe a block to bring your head down. So we're going to take our right arm, thread it underneath the left, and then just bring that outer right arm to the bolster, giving you a little bit more space and support. The knees can come wider. Maybe right temple comes to that block, lands heavy on that block. Good, long, slow breaths. On the exhale, just trying to release any tension that has accumulated throughout your day, your week. Exhale to soften, to melt heavy, heavy in your body here. Relax whatever you can. Good. Keep that breath really moving deeply, filling the belly. You can feel your belly press into your thighs here, expand. And then empty, it deflates, softly lifts off the thighs. Use that diaphragm, breathe deeply here. 2 more. Good. Start to make your way back up. This might just be getting in the way of my microphone. Good. And just switch sides. So scoop the left arm underneath the right. Yeah, maybe bring the left outer arm to the pillow, left temple to a block. And you could be doing this without props. If you're nice, lots of mobility through that thoracic spine, your head could just come to the pillow, to the bolster. And try to just be with whatever is here. Whatever sensations come up, they're arising and they're passing. And we're just listening and we're noticing and we're being present and with the sensations. As much as we can, inviting ourselves to soften, to relax, to surrender. Surrender here. Good. Take 2 more breaths there, nice and slow. Slow them down. Really slow the exhale down. And start to support yourself again. Slink your way back up through center. Slide that out of the way. Okay, then if you have a wall, we're going to make our way to the wall. You'll still be able to see me here. You might want to have that strap nearby. You can put a loop in it if you'd like. We might use that to help support our legs. So just leave enough space to slip your legs through. So we'll slide our hips all the way up to the wall as close as we can, and then we'll start to slide the legs up the wall. So just a nice gentle legs up the wall. Such a nice passive posture, support that blood return. And you might feel a stretch to the back body. Once you get there, you might be able to slink your hips a little closer. Take a few breaths into the belly. Good, so you could stay right there, or you could see if you can shimmy your legs through this strap. So you just wrap the strap around your thighs, loosen it to get there, and then tighten it back up. Good, and that way you just don't have to support your legs at all. You can just Let the strap hold them there. Again, some of us might like that, some of us might not. And just settle into that. You could also always put like a bolster. You could tip that under the tailbone there. It could be nice. Maybe soften the eyelids. Close the eyelids down there. Think of your head getting a little bit heavier. Back of the upper back, tailbone there, the low back. Soften. And see if you could just be, again, with whatever is here. You know, this practice, I sort of thought of designing it for athletes to nervous system reset. It can be for anyone to relax that stress response, stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. But if we're adding a lot of stress, if we're feeling a lot of stress in our lives, and then we try to just come to our mat and do something really passive, really still, it can be hard. So just acknowledge that, move as much as you need to, and keep telling yourself you're safe, keep practicing sitting with that discomfort of stillness. It will get easier. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Maybe hands come to the belly, or one hand could come to the heart. Good. Tell yourself you're safe here. Good. You can stay here longer if you'd like. If you're ready to come out of it, you might just loosen that strap, or you might bring your legs, slide your legs and hips off the wall, and then remove the strap when you get there. Maybe stay longer. My toes are starting to tingle, so I'm gonna come out of it. Good, and then slide all the way back around onto your back. If you have a towel or just a blanket, we're gonna fold it up just a couple inches. It's not too thick. And we'll place that right underneath our shoulder blades. So slide that around. Just like a really, really gentle back bend. Open the heart. Open the legs, heavy, wide, find somewhere to land. Last few moments here. Also, if you don't like the feeling of that towel underneath the shoulder blades, that gentle heart opening, you could roll it up so you tuck it just underneath your neck, giving yourself just that little bit of support to relax into. You can grab a blanket and spend these last few moments committing to this part, this nourishing stillness, knowing that it's so good for us, so needed. We need movement, but we need stillness too. As best as you can, try not to move. Let's take one more minute of rest here. One more minute to just be before we move back into our busy day, our busy lives. See if there's anything else you can relax, anything else you can unclench, something you didn't even know that you were clenching. Let the shoulders relax into the mat, let the neck relax, maybe into that towel or blanket. Soften the mouth, the tongue, release the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Release your teeth if they're touching. Good. Bring your hands to your belly. Take another big breath in. Let the belly expand into your hands. Empty it out. Sigh it out. One more. Empty. Good. And then start to wiggle. Wiggle the hands and the feet. Bring that movement back in. Reach your arms up. Take a gentle twist. And then look around to your side or straight through center. We'll meet in a tall seat, the top of our mat. Maybe palms come to touch. You can shut those eyelids down, keep them low or closed, and just take a moment to be with this state you've created. Hopefully a little bit more quiet, peaceful, calm, nourished. You can bow forward and say thank you or namaste.